Live. Okay. Well, everyone, welcome to the post festival, Black Women in Comedy Laugh Fest post festival hang. That's what I'm calling it. It's just a hang to see everybody. Because when you bond with sisters, it's like you don't want. Excuse me, I've been drinking. You don't want it to end, right? So this right here is yeah, a little something, something. But yeah, you don't want it to end. And I could not when I'm in festival director mode, I can't really enjoy everything because I got to make sure everything is smooth and things are running. I'm praying for 2022 to have other people in place so that I can enjoy it because I love comedy. I love to laugh. And this is the reason that this is created so I can see some of my favorites like Leighann and Janelle and, Perform and Dara. And it was just like overall for me, it was just the best gift ever to see so many women happy, happy to be amongst other women, no fighting, no drama, just pure, unadulterated joy at being fellowshipping, And I just want to hear, we're going to start with Enoje was not present, but she was present behind the scenes. She helped out tremendously with a lot of the schedules and the Google Forms. She's going to do one now later about Mooney's people. Mooney knows some lawyers and attorneys that are willing to give us a pro bono insight on LLC, trademark, and stuff like that. So we're going to put that together probably within a week or so. But those are the things that I would like us to tap into. What are our resources amongst each other? Because not everyone has money. You know what I mean? I can just say this: the festival was created the first year on food stamps, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It was just so low budget, like not low budget, but we didn't have sponsors, put it that way. So everything came out of pocket and we scraped and scrapped to get it up to par, right? And no one knew, and nobody's supposed to know, but I believed in this and the people that joined along believed in it to make it happen. This year we had sponsors, so I'm happy about the sponsorships that we got, and it just made me know, let me know that we're onto something, and so the industry is aware that we're the shit, and they've been neglecting us for years. So moving forward, we plan, we're definitely going to get more sponsorship. So um, changing some of the format of this is coming, but it's still going to be the same dopeness. But just know that there will be some adjustments to how many venues we had. Like, oh my God, it was overwhelming. If you're not a producer, it was overwhelming. But NOJ, can you give me your experience just from being on the sidelines?
Well, it was very exciting. As many of you probably don't know, but I'm coming to you from Toronto, Canada. So to be accepted as a potential performer for the festival for me was probably one of the most exciting things that could have ever happened to me. Like I still remember how I felt when I got that email. I was like, oh my God. But then pandemic and with the border closure, it was really crushing to have to say that I wasn't going to be able to make it. And it just seemed like the whole thing was going away. But to have an opportunity to work and to continue to support other Black female comedians behind the scenes was, I won't say that it was as good as being there, but it was definitely almost as good as being there. And working behind the scenes definitely let me see that sometimes we underrate ourselves. There's definitely an international market for this. Being able to watch this on the streaming platform and be able to see what worked and didn't work, and to be able to share it with other people who were also excited about the possibility of seeing us on screen doing something, being funny, telling our stories, and so many different kinds of stories was really, really great. I think it could be even bigger, even better, have a wider reach. We definitely want to bring it to Toronto, and people are already buzzing about that possibility. So if we can't come to you, hopefully you'll come to us. So I think that the future really holds a lot for this festival, and also for the individual people in the festival, for the individual performers. I like what I saw. I like what I've had an opportunity to be a part of. I can't wait to meet everybody in person, but right now I just see nothing but sky, clear sky for all of us. It was really amazing, and you did a really great job, everybody.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you were able to watch a lot of the streaming.
Yeah, although, you know, the doubling up on shows was hard. I mean, every night I was going to a different, you know, to a different friend within my bubble, as you will, so that I could have other people also watch. And we'd be arguing about which one we were going to watch when two of them were happening at 8 o'clock. I was like, this is torture. This is torture. So sometimes we'd watch one on the TV and try to watch one on our phone at the same time, just so that I wanted to see everybody. The festival pass was a tremendous value. I know we had some issues with the streaming, but it was our first time out the gate. And all of the, you know, the issues that we have will definitely be resolved for next year, but we should definitely keep that on no matter what the future holds. We should continue to have that, because it was really great to still be able to be a part of things.
Wow, that's good to hear, because the streaming guy, some of the venues, their Wi-Fi was horrible. So he was able to record, and whoever purchased will be able to get to playback.
Oh yeah, so although I was going to complain about that today, because they sent us the email this morning saying that we'd have access to all of the shows between 11 o'clock this morning and Friday. I was like, what? How am I supposed to watch 4 days worth of shows in 2 days? Like, I got kids to raise, I got meals to prepare, I got things to do. I need more time.
Did you respond back to him?
No, I'm going to let him know.
Though. Yeah, you can respond.
We need more time.
Okay, right. So it should be a week. It should be at least a week.
Yeah, but what I've seen so far, the quality is really good. The quality of the videos I've seen so far is really good, because I tried to pack in a couple on my 15-minute break and on my lunch break from work today. They don't know, right? They don't know. Wow. Yeah, so far that looks really good.
Okay, thank you. I'll definitely give them that feedback. Mills Lane, since you're on this is my right is your left, but what about your experience?
Hey y'all, I miss y'all. This was everybody that's been asking me. I went back to work in the building today. Y'all, my mind is so blown. I think today was the last day of school. I am not even sure what is happening. I'm gonna maybe show up tomorrow just to look around and make sure I'm good and checked out. But it was absolutely amazing. This was my first time. The first night out the gate, the Funny Bish, the show I was on at 8 o'clock. When I tell you the spirit in the room, like everybody was hitting, it just felt good. And I learned a lot. I absorbed a lot. You know, first 2 nights for me were great. You know, had friends come up, was great. Friday night was a little shaky for me. I shared it with you all. I did have a former coworker that passed away right before Friday's show. But, you know, even with that, you know, and having to keep that, I shared it with Alexis, I shared it with Leighann and Dara and Hollie all after the show, because I was like, I can't tell nobody what's going on.
Right.
But, you know, Dara and Alexis, they were all, even Shatara Curry, she did from Adam, and she sat there, and I was just kind of sitting there stuck, and she was like, sis, what's wrong? And I kind of just showed her my text that I had just gotten. So for me personally, that wasn't I was dealing with some stuff, but somebody died, it didn't matter. But Dara was like, you still did it. Like, you went out there. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, how the hell I do that? I'm not sure. But it was, you know, Joanna, Hollie, all of you ladies out there are phenomenal. I can't even believe I was there doing this. Like, I literally, you know, at 44, coming to New York, I was like, I'm coming up there by myself. I don't know nobody. You know, I just felt like fish out of water. But damn it, I did it. So
Yes.
there
Yes.
that is.
Yes.
So that just made me
Congratulations.
feel just empowered. And y'all know I was crying, like almost snot crying. I did not want to leave. I felt horrible getting up on the lady who was talking, and I was trying to sneak out, and I was like, Lord, oh, here it come. I am a crybaby. I am uber emotional. But I felt like, and Tammy T and I were talking, I was like, this was like summer camp or something. I wasn't ready to go. And I'm still tired. I'm here like right now, tired, but I was not ready to go. And I just appreciate all the love and just the nurturing, again, at 44, whether y'all, see me as little sis, big sis, y'all, my aunties, my sisters, whatever, I felt the love. So thank you.
You're
And
welcome. You're welcome.
put a button on that.
Well, that the love part is part and parcel to why I created the festival, but why I do everything that I do, especially with WCW, my open mic that I had. Coming up in the business of comedy, I was super shy. And I just knew that what I didn't get, I was going to make sure that everyone got it from me, because I knew what I was lacking and what I was missing coming up in the game. And not that it was anybody's responsibility. I was supposed to be able to articulate that, especially to Leighann, because I saw her the most, and I just didn't know how to convey that without sounding needy, but just wanting that sisterhood, just wanting that ability to say, hey, sis, I see you. I'm trying to be like you, if you will. And I just was so shy. But this here, what we're creating amongst each other is so comforting to me, because I feel like I've achieved that and then some, even though I could still be awkward. You guys don't even know, like sometimes I'm still awkward and I hide it very well. But I still have my awkward moments, especially when I meet people like Sam J, or, is it Dulce or Dolce? Dolce Sloan and stuff like that. Like, I feel I want us to be like we are. Like, hey, when you see each other, hey girl, but it's not. Like, they still have their walls up too, which is for whatever reason their own thing. But I understand it and I recognize it and I respect it. But I want all of us to be able to, now that we're in a sorority, as Hollie said, what is it? Out Laffa, Alpha Kappa. But we definitely have something moving along. But now that Hollie's here, I know she got to go for her thing. But Hollie, you want to say something? Unmute. You can't mute yourself? Oh, we got to unmute you. Oh, okay. Okay, ask to unmute.
I was like, ooh, I was operating on some fifth grade. I was like, it's
they gave us the ability to mute people or unmute people or something.
Where the hell was this that time we had that Zoom bomber?
I know, that's why he did it.
Girl, but we had the two Zoom bombers in that one show.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening? You were like, ooh, I know this guy. He's Zoom bomber. I was like,
right.
Ooh.
I'm looking at Nicholas Spinks a little side eye too, because he ain't come up and say
I know,
nothing.
right?
A little nervous, Nick.
No, but seriously, who is Nick though?
It's open to the public as well.
Okay, because I'm like,
Astro Kappa Laffa. Okay.
He looked like a nemesis in the 80s sitcom. Like he's a villain in the 80s sitcom. All right, Nick, we're gonna be good with you. But yeah, no, I have to go to a class. And last week my husband took the class for me. And now this week they're like, you need to be in this class. I was like, you should just be like, it's me, and just keep the video up. But no, he did. He was like, it's me, whatever. But no, I just want to say to you ladies, it was an amazing experience. Like it really was. And when I was I did the first one, Laughter, Kappa, Laughter. Oh, hey. When I did the first one in 2019, it really did change everything for me. Like it changed, number one, the connections. Number two, the level of love and being seen gave me real confidence And I just really want to thank you guys, all of you. Like I had really cool moments with each one of you guys. And I want us to continue to have Zooms, and we can still do a once a month Zoom. You know what I mean? Just to check in, like, hey, what's up? You could be eating. I don't care if you eat, have a little drink while we talk. That's what we did before. But I just, look at me, I'm getting all choked up. I just want you, I really love you guys. And I hope you understand that now I'm realizing that Black Women Call Me Laugh Fest week is like the best week of the year. And I just hope you guys know how wonderful and just how fucking good you are. Because I enjoyed everybody's set. Like, I enjoyed everybody's set. And just thank you to Joanna for bringing me in. Thank you, Joanna.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you for bringing me in. But all right. I'm gonna check back. I have to go to now. I gotta go to class now and be serious. Damn it. All right. I love you guys.
Okay. Love
I'll
you
see
too,
you on the
Hollie.
Zoom soon.
Okay, we're gonna plan a monthly Zoom.
Love you, Hollie.
We definitely have.
Love you, Derek. She got the hair wrap.
I know. I need to learn.
I see it. I
started with a hoodie, and then you saved me. You saved me, Hollie. I had on a hoodie, and then they said live stream, and I said, "Oh shit!" And I grabbed the closest thing I had. So thank you.
It looks hot. It looks hot.
You look good. I was like, she looked like Nina.
Wait.
She looked like Nina Simone.
Did you?
Yes.
Wow.
They wrap up nicely. They work as a belt too. I'm just saying.
Oh, so you have to do a fashion show. You have to do a fashion show with them.
Yes. Look at me. I'm all upset. I gotta leave. I love y'all. I love you.
All right,
Hollie. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, so where were we? Who was next after that? But no, it is true that the sisterhood is real, the connections are real, and we have to make a concerted effort to keep reaching out. Today, Cherry Ann Trinidad shared something in the group about her awkwardness, her like social awkwardness, I guess is the antisocial awkwardness or whatever. And, so she just said, if you see her, say hi, or, whatever, reach out to her, because it is difficult. As I said, coming up in the 90s, I didn't know about the cues and all of these things to connect with other comedians other than the class that I was in. I knew in order to get better, I needed to be in a class ahead of me. So when I did reach out, when I did meet someone, which was Rick Younger, that's how I got a little closer to Leighann. I was part of his show. I was a stage manager for his show called Sold Out Comedy. It was a sold out comedy show, SOULED. Amazing show. It was so good. And I really think I was a bad stage manager because all I could do was laugh. They had me laughing so much that I forgot I was a stage manager. You also the light people, I'm in there dying laughing because it didn't matter who was on stage. I was having such a good time. But one of the things I learned, Rick would throw me up to host out of the blue. And I didn't know then that was part of the training. That he was training me. I did not want to host. I was terrified of hosting. But one of the things I do now, and I'm talented at, is hosting. I can host the shit out of a show. And I was like, oh, he didn't tell me that's what he was doing, but that's what he was doing. He was training me, and the show was amazing. So we have to look at all these experiences that we have in this sisterhood. Laffa, Kappa, Laffa, right? It was that Alpha, Kappa, Laffa. We're going to figure it out before the night is over because that's a tongue twister. We're going to move over to Ammo.
Damn Alpha.
Alpha, that's male, right?
No, I'm a Delta. Mills know what I'm talking about. We can't become Alpha, Kappa, any goddamn thing. Bye.
Okay, so
look, that's why I'm not saying nothing. She ain't said nothing about Delta, Sigma, or Theta, so I'm good.
Okay, so y'all.
She ain't said nothing about Sigma, Gamma, or Rho either, but I'm here for it.
Okay, let me figure it out. I don't know. I have no idea, but we're gonna figure out our own little thingy, and we're gonna have our own hoo or whatever. We're gonna figure that out. But Amma is to my after Mills Lane on my screen. So Amma, I would like to hear. what you felt.
So I definitely agree with everybody that's talked about how welcoming of a space it's been. It was my second time, so I did do the first festival and then was so excited to come back this year. And it was worth the wait to just wait and find the right weekend to do it in person, because I think actually when I first got the notification that I got accepted when it was going to be in 2020, I had been going through like a really difficult time personally, and it was just like this bright light that I would get to see my friends. And then we lost a year and a half. So it was even more important to kind of go back and just see everybody. And I think what's been especially pronounced for me is the idea of every year there are a couple people that mention like, this is the only time I get to tell jokes around Black women. Like, I live in Boston. There are maybe 5 of us. I met at the festival. We're both in Boston. She lives 3 miles from me. We've never been on a show together. We've never met. And like, that's the type of thing is so much of the year, so many of us don't get to see each other. So the idea that there's this week and I get to see something like 70 women be amazing at what they do and be so different at what they do, when in the town that I'm in, we never get that opportunity. Like, it's so bright to kind of know that everybody else is out there. And as we start to open up and move around more, like, we can go see each other, we can put each other on one another's shows so that no one ever feels like they're the only person anymore. So that's been so meaningful for me, kind of growing my confidence, but also recognizing like, no, there are a lot of ways to be good at this. And there are a lot of us out there doing it. And just having that reminder every year and all the things we'll build in between has been fantastic. So more of that, more of this, as long as it's happening, I'm in. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, the goal is, how should I put it? So many things have been jumping off behind the scenes that I am terrified. You know what I mean? Because when the industry starts coming at you all kinds of ways, like, I'm like, whoa. Let me step back. Let me take a breather, because I need to know what's really happening. I can't, like, verbal commitments is different than contractual commitments. And for me, it's more contractual than the verbal. Plus, I was white girl wasted this whole weekend. I didn't see that part, except at the after party. Oh, there's a video going. I told them take that video down because I ain't gonna see that part. But the excitement of what we're doing is reverberating throughout the industry, as we know it would, because we're Black women, you know what I mean? So it's not like I didn't know we were going to catch the attention. I guess because of COVID, we were locked down, we opening up the city, everything is like, boom, we need to reach in and get this right now. Let's snatch this right now. And I'm like, whoa, hey, I need to talk to some people first, because I don't want to ruin what we have in any kind of way, because what we have is organic, is, because anytime corporation get in it, should change. And I don't want that to happen. I definitely don't want that to happen, because I love all of you, and this is ours. This is grassroots. So just know this stuff is happening behind the scenes. I'll definitely keep you guys informed about it. That's why we're getting all of these opportunities to present lawyers in workshops to help us get LLC. I mean, I'm LLC, I'm trademarked, but I just, for all of us, we need that experience. We need to know. So when anyone comes at us, that we good, because I can't afford to have anything else snatched from me, or, because it happens, in the business. So now the screen moved because Tesha's here. So Leighann is up on the top now. So Leighann, as one of the vets and one of the highlights of a lot of the women's that came into this festival, they wanted to meet you. They wanted to see you. They wanted to, you're the shit. All right. You're the shit, but I'm just saying a lot of them came specifically and was happy that you were part of the festival as a headliner. So thank you.
You're welcome.
You've allowed me not to geek out anymore on you, so I'm okay. I'm a little okay.
It's funny. I remember when you stage managed for the show and Rick would throw you up and you would be like, no, and coming to the stage. And you would get up there like, hey, and you would do a great job once you got out of your head. And
Yes.
emceeing is how, I mean, I don't know if that's still the case, but when I was coming up, emceeing is the first gig you got. emceeing, bringer shows or showcase shows, and that's your point of entry. What's funny is if you get really good enough, you start emceeing big things like the Oscars. Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't know why people run away from emceeing. Because when you can do that, that's a hell of a skill. In England, it's headliners who MC. Yes, because they value the position. They don't just throw up newbies to do it. Because you got to be good at it. You got to be really good. But over here is how we get good at it. But I will say I am still tired. Even though I tried to pace myself. I was light-skinned girl wasted on Sunday. So, had to do what the budget could allow. Well, what budget? I opened my wallet today because when I was like, where did my money go? What? All that money I thought I had during the pandemic? No, that money was spent in Brooklyn this weekend. So, but I too went to the doctor. The doctor was like, we need to have a conversation. I'm like, no, but please understand, was not able to make the first one. There have been efforts throughout the years to do things. I believe Flood Hope tried to do, well, she did do something, but I don't think it was just for women. But nothing of this level, nothing of this quality. I mean, I almost feel like I was at the Montreal Comedy Festival edition of the Black Women in Comedy.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And trust and believe, in Montreal, nobody gets a crown at the end. Okay. People aren't hugging, people aren't crying, people aren't, so this was that, but better.
Wow.
In terms of the camaraderie, the connection, the sisterhood. I hope we do come up with a sorority name that doesn't offend nobody. But I mean, there was nothing like this when I started. So Joe, you've really, really created something special. I know 2022 and ongoing will be amazing, but what I'm really interested in is something that Hollie mentioned, is that if we could have something ongoing, even if it's monthly, whether it's a check-in, part professional development,
right?
If people want to use that as a resource to say, oh, I want to start writing such and such, and maybe find comedy writing partners within this. I mean, no pressure to what it has to be.
Right.
Because, and this is a feature of stand-up, because it's so solitary. When you're doing well, you're almost with nobody because you're on the road, and unless you're in the situation of picking, who you're on the road with, that's a certain level. A lot of this is very solitary. You might write on your own, you're traveling on your own, you're performing on your own. And so that's all of us. Now you add being a woman, now you add being a Black woman. I'm amazed that there are this many of us now. This is phenomenal to me. This was unimaginable back in the day. It felt like it was me, Rhonda, and Angela Scott. And Angela's, and Angela, wow. Like if we do if ongoing, I would love for her to come in as a speaker, because if folks don't know, Angela Scott was the warm-up comic for the Cosby Show.
Wow.
And for I believe it was Caroline's Comedy Hour, because she would open for Richard Jeni. And was just, intellect effortless. Like she's who I looked at.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I want to be like her. Bertice Berry, who doesn't do comedy anymore.
Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Dr. Bertice Berry.
Right.
First PhD stand-up I ever saw. I was like, oh, we can be smart.
Yes.
But to have no knock on anybody and how they do their craft, but
Right.
sometimes we're not given the diversity that we can be, which is the thing I really love about this festival. Because me getting booked with somebody else that looked like me was an accident back in the day, or it was a specialty show. You know, I remember one time, Robin Montague, is that name familiar?
Robin, yes.
To anyone? She's in the DC area. Yeah, I mean, long time comic. She was also back in the day, trenches. We showed up at a comedy club and we were like, what? You on? She was headlining, I was featuring. We were like, this wasn't on purpose. And it wasn't. Somebody canceled. And that's how we got to work together the same weekend. And bookers never did it because they're like, oh, Black women were all the same. It did not help that we were both light-skinned.
Wow.
That was a problem. But if you know her, we are completely different.
Right.
Completely. So to be on a show where that was multiple shows where that was magnified to the nth degree, wasn't nobody the same. Nobody. We all could have talked about the same thing. Could have talked about relationships, but we all would have approached it differently. And I think if nothing else comes out of this festival, it shakes people out of their complacency that they think they can put all of us in the same box and just pull us out and we the same. No stuff. That's what we not gonna do now.
Exactly. Not gonna do. We're not a monolith. Exactly.
No, we're not.
Nope.
And that's not just, I mean, that happens, you know, across the board culturally. We have issues in this country. I don't know if Canada's noticed, but you know, things are a little dicey.
We've noticed. We have noticed.
Yeah, because you're at the top going, what's that smell? That's America. But no, Joe, so I loved it. I was upset that I was on a show at the same time I want to see a show. I'm like,
wow.
What time? You know, but then I also realized that you couldn't, for me to be able to see all the shows reduces the number of opportunities for women to perform. And if you're going to err on the side of anything, err it on giving women more opportunities. Because for all the women I saw, there's tons of women that weren't here.
Right.
For whatever reason, you know,
right.
shade. It's just like,
right.
We out here now.
Yes.
You know, and slow down. I'm not ready to retire, y'all. So,
okay. Amen.
I'm kidding. Wonderful.
We appreciate
I'm looking
you
forward
so much.
to more.
Exactly. So that's the plan. That's the goal. Donna was mentioning on Sunday's closing show at the stand, we got to see Nina Daniels, who plays the cello, as part of her set, and she speaks Japanese, and she's a sister. So it was different. I remember seeing her a few years ago, and it was amazing to see that she's still grinding, and she's part of the closing lineup. So that was totally different. That was unique. You know what I mean? So everybody that was on the closing show, same thing, different, but a Black woman. And the industry needs to understand that we're not going to take this lightly, because we create our own shit. You know what I mean? It's up to them to say, hey, how are we going to DEI, if you will, because that's the new code word that they use when they're trying to be cool. You know what I mean? In their management, diversity, equality, and inclusion. That's the new buzzword a lot of corporations use, but it's bullshit if you don't see it in action.
Can I jump in on that real quick?
Yes.
So, like I saw like the stand was posting a bunch of our pictures like the night that we were there, and it was like in their Instagram feed and everything. And I feel like a couple of us said like in our captions, like, you got to keep doing this when it's not just happening organically around you. And I think Hollie had mentioned something about kind of like holding the feet to the fire of like people in New York of like, now keep this going. You've seen that people will go. Yes. You've seen that it does well. You've seen that there are more of us. So like the following night, Onika and Nina were on the same show. And I was like, yes, keep doing that. Like, it can't just be one Black girl here, one Black girl here, one Black girl here. Like, let us work together.
Right. Exactly. That's why I said, be a Karen for Black women. Like,
I love that so much.
I don't know where the hell that came from, but I saw these white women in the audience and I was like, I know y'all not Karens, but we know how powerful Karens can be, but be positive Karens for Black women. You know, don't be that Karen in that scary ass movie that's coming out. I saw the preview for that. I was like, oh, damn, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, that's just disrespectful, you know, to the name Karen, because it's crazy. I don't even want to see that. But overall, you're right. Like the industry, I mean, I've gotten great feedback from the owners of the stand. They enjoyed the night. So we'll see what's going to happen moving forward. But if we could take it back to each other's states, you know what I mean? Step to the club. Say, hey, I want to put this showcase together. What night can I have? I need 8 o'clock on a Saturday night or Friday night. Not no Tuesday. Don't do me no Tuesday. Not that anything's wrong with Tuesday, but listen, we're going to show up and show out on a Friday night at 8 o'clock, like any other show, you know, and we have the demo to do it, especially in Virginia Improv or Funny Bone, like it can be done. So the goal, anyway, like I said, we got stuff to talk about. So next on the list is lemon, pepper, and saison. Let's hear what you got to say, Don.
That's the. I don't know why I can't. I think it's my improv group account. I can't change the name. I don't know. Anyway, I had a ball. I'm still tired like everybody else.
Well, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, but now I'm going to look into getting some vitamin sponsorships. Goddamn, that's gonna be. I'm going to get some vitamin and supplements for us to get some vitality and energy.
Oh, okay, Osteo-Biflex.
Okay,
Osteo-Biflex and a Black Women's Spa Day if you come in a day early or stay a day late.
Okay, got that.
Oh, yeah.
Get out there.
Okay.
Because the way I was feeling, you might have needed a damn triage nurse.
But look, I'm so glad that I was able to come to the festival. It was so much fun. I met so many people leading up into the festival, like Mills and Gina, who I didn't get to see at all. And I got to meet Leighann, and I met Rhonda, and I met Frankie. And, I look up to these people. And look, I met Leighann on the show just by mistake, like happenstance. And I was like, oh my God, I'm on a virtual show with Leighann Lowen. What was that, back in April?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was an improv show, and we only did 5 minutes each. And it was recent.
Right. Wow. I was just so excited. And look, just like everybody else said, it was so much camaraderie and sisterhood, and I don't like to cry, and I was weepy-eyed Sunday too. And it was just fun. And I have to say, this is not the first time I've been in an all-Black women comedy festival. I was at Black Girl Giggles in 2018 and 19 in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
The same kind of atmosphere as well. The difference with this one, because it's in New York, and you have all these comedy clubs, the access to other people and other situations are far greater than it would be in New Orleans. Not to take anything from that at all, because
I agree.
A beautiful experience in New Orleans too. Ain't no city like New Orleans either.
Nope, definitely not.
50 or 60 women in New Orleans from all over the place, and that was inspiring. But like I said, the women that I met, like Sharon, I had no idea a Black woman was a writer on Impractical Jokers,
Sharon.
Or, all the other women that I met. And like I said, when I met Nina, I talked to her outside. I said, I've never seen a Black woman speak Japanese playing a cello and doing comedy. And I said the same thing. Nobody expects a 60-year-old woman to do comedy that works at NASA, talk about nuclear physics. Nobody expects that.
Right. So
the eclecticness of all the people so different was it just blew my mind. And every show I went to, people, they were up here. Everybody was so damn good.
everybody was, oh my God, I just love going to the shows. Like Leighann, I wanted to go to shows at the same time I was in one.
Well,
you know, and I
gonna
couldn't
have
do it all. But again, Joanna, you and Hollie did. I mean, man, and then all the clubs that y'all are in all over the city, the Stand, Gotham, Broadway, West Side, top line clubs all over the city. Just amazing.
yeah. It was it
So
wasn't.
I got nothing. I got nothing but good stuff to say. I had a good time. I hope and the networking. We should network and try to, like I said, we are all over the place. There's no reason why we can't come to each other's cities either.
Right.
And
right. Show up.
Opens back up. I was hosting a Sunday showcase every week. Maybe, it's a little B-level club, but it's what Virginia got around here.
Okay.
And, I just want to see all of us on stages again. And I'm trying not to cry again. But I had a really good time.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So
your
glad.
presence was definitely felt. And the atmosphere is for us to take the reins and continue networking after the festival. So this right here was something that the New Eurekan Poets Cafe and I finagled early on, because I knew this was important, the post-festival hang, to talk about what we're doing. And yes, we need to continue to promote each other and support one another in the business. So next up on this lineup is Dara, or would you want to go next?
I've been trying to get in this whole time on my computer, but I guess it doesn't really matter the platform, right?
Right.
Screw it. But I do think that that's a little ridiculous that this whole time I've been trying to get on a Zoom. Like, look at it. It's still doing nothing.
So how are you on?
On my phone.
Can I just say bye? I love you guys. I have to go check in for a show. I think I might just mute y'all.
Janelle, do you want to go? Janelle, you go.
No.
Where you go?
I'm shy. Although I'm a Libra, so I'm lovey-dovey, just oh my God, like, I want to hug everybody. I'm like that drunk auntie that just, come here, baby, let me squeeze you. So just everything, the experience, from the first festival to the second, just adding the additional stages was amazing. I am still exhausted. I fell asleep 19 times a day at work. Yes, I counted. But just every stage, just meeting and the networking and just seeing so many different levels of talent. Being from Kansas City, there's not a lot of Black female comics. There's not a lot of women doing comedy here, period.
Wow.
So yeah, like it's like 7 of us consistently that does comedy here. So even to just be immersed with different styles of comedy and just, oh my gosh, it was just, I can't even describe it in words, but Joanna, I mean, you give me hope. Cause like I said, that invisible shit is real. I often feel invisible on my scene. I often feel invisible being around other Black female comics and other Black comics. So that just put a lot of fire under me and just a lot of encouragement. Like Savine said, hello, I'm here. You see me. You can't miss my ass. Right. So it's just exciting. And I think that glow and that encouragement and not just being that devil's advocate on myself and being so hard on myself helped open up. One of the white boys hit me up to put me on the show headline today. So I know something's working in the universe. Something is working. So it's just, I needed that. I needed to immerse myself in that. And I'm just thankful for it because I know I'm a good comic, but I will talk myself out of even saying I'm a comic. So I'm just very thankful for the festival and just everybody. just everybody that I loved on and met, and just I stand for y'all. And if y'all ever need a graphic designer, call me. I tend to be lazy, but encourage me to work more. Okay, make me
Yes.
do things.
Yes.
Make me get up and work. So
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. We tend to, as I think Hollie mentioned, that the imposter syndrome, that we don't belong, or we're not qualified when we're overqualified. I've done that. And I still, like, I've done it with this festival. I was like, who am I to think I could put on a festival? Like, who am I? And, as I fight it and the success of it, and I'm like, yeah, I can do this. And it's being done. So we have to constantly fight, each day. It's never a pretty fight, so we have to constantly be aware that we do that to ourselves. My challenge has been, it's self-doubt, but I know I'm dope. I know, like, my show Laff Tracks was like one of the hottest shows in New York City. And it was dope. And so to make a dope show, this right here was like, oh, this is just a big ass Laff Tracks show to me. So even though I have moments of self-doubt, I push through because it's bigger than me. You guys are bigger than me, because when it reverberates to each of our states or whatever, it's going to be amazing. Really? She says it's playoff hockey season.
My team's about to go back to back. I gotta go help. It's very important.
Oh, you have a real hockey team?
No, but they're on TV, and I have to watch and tell my dad what's happening.
Wow, that's hilarious. Thank you so much. So this is recorded, I believe. This is recorded. So I'll give you access to it later, okay?
All right.
Thank you so much, Amma. Bye. So, okay, so next up is Dara, right? Dara, you were up after Janelle, because she's walking into her club. Look at that sky. Oh, I gotta unmute you? Oh. All right, this is a different one. It says ask to unmute.
Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Yes.
Yes. I am so tired. And I now know how tired I am, because I thought this was the LLC Zoom. I thought I was just going to be like a troll. And I thought someone else was going to be doing the talking. So this surprise, surprise, here we are. Nice. Thank God for lipstick. Okay, okay, we're debriefing, right? What a beautiful experience this festival was. I mean, I remember, Joanna, when you said in late, I guess, what was that, 2018, that you were going to do a comedy festival, and it was like October, and you were like, yeah, February. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, well, let's do it. When your friends have crazy dreams, you just got to be like, all right, well, what's next? What is the next step to this crazy dream? You can't tell them no. You just got to be like, what's next? Create a structure for fulfillment.
Yes, we did. In corners, yes.
And figure it out together. So I know that we weren't able to do it in 2020, but I think it was well worth the wait. I do wish that I had more time to go to different shows, as I know everyone else has also expressed, and gotten to spend more time with some. Like, I feel like there's some people I didn't even get a chance to meet. Mooney, I met Mooney years ago at a show, and I saw that she did a post like, "What a great festival!" And I slid up in her DMs like, "Girl, you were at the festival?"
Oh, damn. And
then I saw her hat, and I was like, that's on me, because I liked your hat, and I should have said something. So lessons learned there, but getting to connect with people that I had heard of. I mean, Leighann has been cool since, I don't even remember when we met, but you have been a rockin' comedy for me, and, hanging out at Brooklyn Mood, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm at that bar, and Leighann, like, great times, Oh my goodness, like, do you want a Jameson Dairy? Yes, I do. Thank you. Yeah, like, that's amazing. And then, like, Mills has this awesome IG show that I had been seeing, and it's like hearing so much about. And then we got to go on that awesome adventure to Brooklyn.
Man, that would have been a one train ticket home if you weren't with me. I was like, the L is doing what? I know I said I was gonna go, but we don't have. Okay, yeah, we going. And we made it. And we made it. And Mills, I wanted to get a chance to tell you that almost the same exact thing that happened to you happened to the girl that I taught at Stand Up Girls. She gets on stage, she does a great job. She comes up to me after and she says, I'm gonna get out of here because I just got a text that I lost my best friend today.
Oh.
And this girl is like in high school, what, 15, 16?
Oh.
And she had gotten that before the show. She had the choice. She could have given up on herself. She could have not shown up, but she showed up, and she said that her friend that she had lost always believed in her and always thought that she was so funny. So I was like, you did it for her. She wouldn't have wanted you to be like, so we got to live for the people who aren't here. We got to live in our purpose. We got to walk in our truth. Sometimes we don't want to, but I'm glad that we were able to make a few more extensions in the web so that we have a bigger net of sisterhood. And I just hope that we honor the relationships that we've made with each other, honor ourselves and the things that we want to do in our dreams, and screw anyone who says that we can't do it, because look at God and look at what we just did this weekend. Okay. Yes. And thank you very much, Joanna, for making it possible. I love you all. Thank you. This was fun.
Thank you, Dara. You know I love you.
I love you.
And it hasn't sunk into me yet. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. It hasn't sunk into me because I have always been stoic. I've always been one to hide my feelings because, as I shared at the closing, I was scarred 2 years ago, and I'm afraid to show vulnerability because I don't want it to be used as a weapon, and but I don't feel that this year. Like, I want to embrace, like, yo, we did it. Like, we did it. Everybody played a role in this happening. And so even the headline is Frankie French, Mimi Simpson, Michelle, the indie mom. They popped their collars on us with those extra shows, and that let those industry mainstream clubs see, oh shit, they're here. There's Black women. And so I have relationships with them now because of the festival that I'm going to utilize. I'm going to utilize it in a way that's going to benefit all of us, because this is what the headliners did. They opened that gateway. So, hat off to them for creating this opportunity. Behind the scenes, that's where all the magic happens. So moving forward, there will be more people that are going to be behind the scenes helping things happen. I want to be able to go to the festival and not have all of the stuff in my head all the time, because it's a lot. I'm walking around with so much information in my head. And then when I couple that with a couple of drinks, all that shit goes out. Yeah. So I think the after party place is where I really let loose, from what I was told. And that's what my knee was like.
Wait, Joanna, you went someplace.
But you deserve that.
Huh?
Did you go someplace after the stand?
No, I'm talking about Thursday and Friday at Unruly Collective.
Oh yeah.
And then we did go somewhere after that. We did.
Yes.
We did. My. Yeah, we did. Yo, I'm just gonna tell you, it's hilarious. It's always hilarious the next day. I guess I was white girl wasted and went back to the same place. So before I go to everybody was there. So I went to get some food, and I go into the bodega, and the guy looks at me and he goes, I was like, what? What happened? Because I don't know him for him to shake his head when he sees me. I was like, what the fuck did I do yesterday? So I go in the bar and I see the guy that I was talking to. I remember him, Spanish guy. He said, yeah, because, in the store, the guy was saying this and you were saying this. And you was like, not with my friend. And I was like, wait, I was fighting. I was like, me? He said, no, you wasn't fighting. You were just taking up for your friend. I said, well, it wasn't Dara, right? You wasn't with me. So,
no, because I think that's the night that I hopped the turnstile.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it was funny. It was funny. I had a good time because I normally don't let my hair down. I work sometimes 7 days a week. I work 16-hour shifts. So this was my way of relaxing and having a good time. And tequila ain't my friend.
Was
That's
it
all I'm saying.
Christine?
She left me too.
I think it was Christine.
That second, I don't remember. I haven't checked in with her either because she bounces too. But I went back the second day and I had a good time. I had a good time. Got home, got up, and I just want to say I enjoyed myself. I finally felt free to just be Joe. You know, I want people to know I'm regular Joe. I don't, some people say because I created the festival that I should be unreachable. Like I should have this walk. No, I can't. I'm regular. I know what being regular means. I know what it means to look at Leighann and be like, oh my God, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I want you to know that you can
Okay,
reach.
Leighann never wanted that either.
I
Just
know.
so
I'm just saying. That's what I. Okay, that's what I meant. Like I
because
didn't know.
I am always stunned when people speak of me in hushed tones and it's not Visa.
Right. So that's what I mean. I don't want anyone to feel like I can't be approached about anything. And I think I owe Wet a bag. She said she didn't get her gift bag at the end, so I got to hit her up. So
yeah, Joanna, can I just say something about that real quick? Because I've heard a few people like loop that in, and I think it's something that we all deal with. Shows that I've left for recently, and Nikki, my roommate, has had to gather me together. Like these are just people, and you do this all the time. So like, don't put anyone at a pedestal where they don't like. It's still a person.
Right.
So like, always remember that.
Right.
But I want to share this advice that Iman gave me once.
The model Iman?
And by Iman, I do mean Iman, no last name necessary, supermodel, married to David. We know Iman, right? Okay.
Yes.
I just want to share her because I feel like it's like game-changing advice. I did her book signing once, and I ran up to her and I was like, how do you keep being you? Like, how do you maintain being you with all of the stuff happening in the world and everyone telling you you're great and stuff? How do you remain Iman? And she's like, my friends, my family, and then like her publisher pulled her away, right? And I was like, I guess that was a good answer. I don't know. And then she comes back and she cups my face and she says, don't believe the hype. And she walks away.
Wow.
So I just feel like that is, don't believe the hype for anybody. You know what I mean? For none of it. Just do it. Just do the things. Because we can always like psych ourselves out here once we start making things mean things. Nothing means shit, true. Yo. Just do it. Just do the thing.
Right. Don't believe the hype.
I think for me, that was really part of the appeal of this whole experience was the calls that we used to have leading up to the show and just getting to know each other over the time. Cause I mean, some of the women in the group, some of the women in this room are people that I used to watch on YouTube, just looking for examples of Black women.
Wow.
And there were some comedy friends that used to be on the earlier calls and we'd get off the call and be like, oh my God, I can't believe we're actually talking to these people, or I think about when we did Mills' show and Mills was saying, oh, tell me about your Paul Mooney experiences. When is the last time you hung out with Paul Mooney? I was like, is this woman joking? Like, you might as well ask me, when's the last time that Eddie Murphy and I went for a beer? Like, what are we talking about here? But actually being able to talk to so many different kinds of women makes me see that, some of the people that I was like, oh my gosh, they're comedians. They're in a room here talking about like, my wig slipped to the side and hey, what happened in your day? And people have real jobs, real kids and real lives. And we're really just like each other. But I wouldn't have known that before this festival because I was kind of like, oh my God. But now I'm just like, oh yeah, these bitches kind of
No, I still do get geeked when I get to hang out with Leighann.
Well,
Me too.
just
And I
for
called it-
clarity,
Add me to that fan
I'm-
club.
I'm part Vulcan, so
And part Jamaican.
Yes.
After I found out about the part Jamaican, I was like, it's over. The fandom is over. You're family now. You are family.
I
Somebody
said
get
that
me a
you
beef
all
patty,
were
Miles.
instant day ones. You all know when you have a day one friend.
Yes.
And we met in 24 hours. I'm like, I feel seen. Like these are my people, you know.
Yes.
Instant
Yes.
day. I mean, I'm sharing that shit that just happened to me, and you know, I'm having a
Listen,
drink.
we posted up hard on Sunday
We
before
did.
the workshops.
Yes, yes. I
Benson
love
Manor will never be the same.
I love seeing the subway picture of you guys with the crowns on. That was beautiful.
Yes.
I know people
Yes.
was
I
like,
didn't
"What's
see
going
that.
on?" And then somebody
we
had
got-
video of you guys in the subway with your crowns on. It was beautiful.
We got plenty of people stopping us. And I was like, we're a gang. Be aware.
All right, so we got Alexis. You ready? Oh, do I have to unmute you? I don't know how this works.
Bam. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
All right. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. So my experience, guys, I'm still on cloud nine. I'm still jet lagged. I had to take a sip of coffee. The last little bit that was in my jar is like up to right here. I got a 2 for $5.40 deal at Whole Foods. Thank you, Amazon Prime. Discount of 20 cents. I just returned to work today. I was like, I don't want to be here. It's like I went from all that, nothing against work, to back to y'all. I was like, ugh. You know, it's like it was just every moment was an experience. It's like I'm catching a plane to New York City. Let's go back a year or so. I had to actually start working a night job at a grocery store to have extra money to come to New York.
Wow.
So that was the goal. To say that's all I care about is going to New York City and do my jokes, meet people, and have a ball, you know? So it's like I never stayed longer in New York more than a weekend. So 5 to 6 days there. And I said, I got a hotel room in Chinatown. So I'm taking the train in New York City. Here's a stoplight in New York City, Empire State Building. I was just absorbing everything as much as I can. I was like, I went to Sephora, almost at Times Square in New York. I got this expensive ass eyeliner that I really didn't need because I found it, you know?
Wow.
I was too afraid to like drink too much. I was like, no, I'm here to do stand-up. I don't get too shit-faced, get a hangover, and not be prepared for my show because it's all I wanted to do for the past almost 2 years. Like I said, I'm still on cloud nine. It's just no words to describe the experience. Just I think I'm echoing what everyone else is saying. It was wonderful. The camaraderie, I can't even talk today. The friendships I made, the connections I made. And it was nice. I just thought about it. It's nice to have a different conversation than coworkers, you know, and because I'm a Capricorn, we're workaholics, you know. So who I see mostly people at work. It's nice to have a conversation that's outside of, I can't believe she did this to me. She can't even put my work in. She's so dumb. You know, it's nice to have a conversation outside of work, to meet with people and let your hair down and have a good time. I was like, I'm making people laugh in New York City. It's like, this is the bedrock of comedy. I'm here. I can't believe this is happening. One of my I'm sure you met her, Leela, and our cousin,
Yes. Those your peoples.
Not more people, yes.
Oh, okay, nice.
They were there for my opening night, like front row. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Friends I've known since the 90s. You know, I'm not sure, you know, we're Leila and I, we're part of the rowers, part of Sigma Gamma Row is a high school group. We were rowers. And she's actually a SG row herself. And so I know her that long, you know, since high school years. So for her to see me, we grew up together, you know, to come see me in New York City do stand up, it's wow, you know.
That's love. That's love and support.
All the love and support, yes. And we just, and I'll say, you know, I've always been this person outside looking in type of person, you know. I always felt like a square peg and never really fit in. So to have this, like people like welcoming me with open arms and to hear my crazy life, my craziness, you know, I felt accepted.
Yes.
It felt acceptance and it felt really good because I'm the person like I came here by myself. You know, I traveled around, did the tours alone, but to have to share stuff with people, it was really good. It was really, really nice. So I can't wait for next year.
Amen. Amen. And let me just say, the reason I kept sending you guys so many emails, I just wanted to let you guys know every step of the journey of what I was doing, because I didn't want y'all to feel not connected to the experience. And because when I submitted to festivals, you don't hear shit until like either the week before or whatever. But because it was canceled, I wanted y'all permission to continue with the process. If y'all wanted your money back, I asked all of those questions. But the fact that y'all said we riding all the way to the wheels fall the fuck off, I was like, what did I create? Oh my God, they not. I was scared.
Monsters.
I was like, they don't care about COVID. These bitches want to be here. Like, okay, June, it gotta be Juneteenth. To me felt like, okay, we're gonna free our spirits. We're gonna free ourselves to, as I said, the freedom to be funny in a city that was locked down. So now we're able to open up the city the right way, even though our pro bono PR person fucked up, but we still had a good time. We still had nice, that's behind the scenes stuff. But overall, we survived these 5 days, which I didn't even realize it was 5 days.
Yeah.
Joanna, can I just say that I really think it is the emails, it's the Facebook groups, it's the Zooms that we've had that set the tone for the sisterhood and the connection. Because you're right, other festivals don't have this level of connection and interaction. So I think people came here with that tone already being set, of communication being facilitated. So yeah, don't stop that.
Yes, I can't.
So that when new folks come in, they go, it's family.
Yes. That's all yeah. Everything that I do is from a heart place. It's always from a heart place, because I know I grew up as a misfit in 7th grade. Okay, now I'm gonna cry. So as just being different. Dara, what happened? Thank you for that, though. It stopped my crying.
Sorry. I realized I had my outside shoes on inside, and I've had them on for a while, and I just grossed myself. I don't wear my shoes.
It was hilarious. Thank you. Woo! Because I was getting ready to go there. So, but being a misfit in school and being picked on, you gravitate toward other misfits. You know who the underdogs are. You recognize who the underdogs are. So it just helps me when I do this. It helps me come out of my shell to know that, okay, I'm not getting a little mushy no more.
The transparency was good though too.
Yes.
I liked how you in the Facebook group you would come in and say like, does anybody know how to do this, or can anybody help me with that? Like, you were real about the challenges, and I think it really made most of us just want to step up more. I mean, I know that's why I was trying to step in. Yes. Like, I know how to do that.
What is it you do for a living? Because girl, man, you were slinging these Google Forms.
Oh shoot, I'm a full-time nerd. I'm like a semicolon editor, read do your homework for you nerd. That's what I do.
Okay. All right. Well, it was appreciated. Because I don't know how to do a lot of that stuff, especially that's why Hollie, if y'all don't remember the first time I tried to do the schedule, Hollie, woo, y'all don't even want to hear the conversation, but that shit, well, we laugh about it now, but Hollie, oh my God, that shit was funny after a day or two of me, like, because I thought I was doing something, you know what I mean? Anyway, it was hilarious after the fact, after we understood where the mistakes and the errors were. But yeah, to have somebody knowing those areas that we need in the festival, because we need all of the administrative, it's so important to a festival. Okay, where we at? Chanel Hughes. Now I need you to spill it, all right? All of it. Okay. No, well, it's up to you if you want to. I'm asked to unmute. Okay, there we go. Okay, it says asked to unmute again. Asked to unmute. Okay, there we go.
Okay, better.
Hey, hey.
Oh man.
Like you and wifey just was such a joy.
Thank y'all. Man, we had such a great time. That was like, it's like, oh yeah, you did like this is gonna be great. And then it was spectacular. I was like, yes, that was, well, first, yes, Joanna, thank you so much. I remember having a Zoom show and you were like, I just decided to do this. I just decided to stop being scared and live my life. And I was like, yes, I love this. This is the energy I'm on too, and to see you going hard every day and still letting loose and enjoying yourself was nice because we need to see both sides of you working hard and letting loose. And you were like, this is bigger than me. And like, that's when I'm like, see, your soul don't care about your needs because your soul is going to have you on those trains every day, working hard, whatever. It does not care about your body. And we all tired and we know that, but
yes,
that's the energy that was there. It was so admirable, so great. It's just like, as a younger comedian, this is hard. Like my family barely supports me. My mom, you get a lot of shit, especially from women, mature Black women. It's like, so to see you all out here every day with us and treating us like y'all's peers, not like, anybody that's young. It was so nice. Like, I don't think y'all understand, Donna, like, I don't think y'all understand like that y'all are, that's so amazing. I'm like, it's so great. And I'm so appreciative because I love seeing Black women doing great, having a good time, having a lot of money, having fun, enjoying ourselves, relaxing, not working. Okay. I love seeing all that. And I felt like we had that. We had a great time.
Okay, so which woman had a lot of money? Which one did you see?
That's all I was asking. That's all I wanted to know.
Lois was bossing
Lois
on us, right?
Thompson is where the money resides.
Yeah, that's
where the money resides.
Yeah, the money resides.
Yeah.
Well, she was one of our sponsors.
My money's tied up in cat food. So
Lois put some money in the festival. She invested and sponsored. So shout outs to Lois for doing that because she's part of the committee for the first year. And she knew how hard it was for us to do the things that we did the first year. So she stepped up in an enormous way. Is that a bud, Tammy?
Tammy kidnapped me right now.
Oh, that's a big one.
Listen, if you didn't bring enough for the whole class.
Let's show and tell. This is show and tell.
It's not the show and tell portion.
Okay, so listen. So if I didn't know, right? I didn't know who did that?
I did. I'm sorry.
I was like, somebody snorting?
I did. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, but I didn't realize it was Father's Day. So someone brought to my attention that for Juneteenth next year that we have a closing ceremony dedicated to dads, like a father's, no men on the show, but the women dedicating a show to the dads. I said, I don't know if that would be a great closing show, but I just, I listened. But I didn't know it was Father's Day. So I don't know, because anyway, I'm still I'm marinating all these ideas and things that are coming at me. I'm just letting them marinate because I'm getting a headache thinking about trying to make a decision like this. I don't make snap decisions. I need to make informed decisions. I need to know all the information before I could just say, yeah, let's go this direction, because I don't know. That's how I do. That's just how I operate. But June 15th through the 18th are the dates for next year. That's a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I don't know. We might just go ahead and do 5 days again.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, my dad tried to be all shady and shit and say that, where he's like, tell the all caps women who plan the festival that Father's Day, that is the same.
It matters.
And I said, you know what, Daddy? Well, Juneteenth was the focus and the reason that we had the festival. And I think that there are other people that you need to take that up with, because that's not on us, okay? We didn't do that. We were celebrating Juneteenth. What are we supposed to not be black and proud because y'all are fathers? Just because you use your dicks? No.
Right now, that's a big deal now.
And then I told him that he's also more than welcome to come support the show if he wants to. So I don't think that there should be a conflict necessarily. I think that there should be a way the dads can be celebrated, but they should also show up.
Show up, exactly. There was a lot of there was a quite a few brothers in comedy that showed up, so that was great. But Chanel, were you finished?
Well, did you? I'll share about the whole Dave Chappelle party. That was wow. Okay, first of all, my first time in New York, y'all showed out. Okay, from the Ruta to the Tuta. Okay, from me meeting Sam J. What?
Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, so the Dave Chappelle 3rd annual comedians ball. What? Wow.
It was the 3rd?
Yeah, that's what he said. I feel like that was a moment where I was like, oh man, like we were just in there. Well, first, we were in there like everybody else. They gave people COVID tests right before we were in there. It was no VIP section. It was no like, oh, these are the celebrities. No, everybody was intermingled and everybody was there. And it was like such a great experience. It was an open bar. Like Dave Chappelle. Yes. Open bar food. He had banana pudding. I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be tonight, you know?
That's the blackest thing ever.
Right, banana pudding.
Yeah, that was.
Where was it? Where was the party?
It was on like.
It was at Marquee.
It was at Marquee.
It was at Marquee.
In Manhattan. We seen a lot of celebrities there. It was like I'm still like. Yeah, lost the word.
Okay, so this is something he does every year. He started doing after the Tribeca Film Festival.
Yeah.
So this is something that hi Catherine Lester. I don't know who she is, but thank you for joining us at this time. But yeah, that was something that was that he does every year. So hopefully next year we all roll up in that bitch.
Yes.
We all roll up.
So nice. Yeah, Frankie was there, and like a lot. So that was a great vibe, great party, great everybody wanted to be there type of party. Like I seen Dave Chappelle. He's just like,
How was he?
He was great. He was in a good mood. He just wanted to like celebrate and have good vibes, like he was just like, it's been a hard year. He told the comedians, he's like, I need you all to like start stepping up because people are trying to take our jobs and people are out here going crazy and we need to be here for us. Like we need to be here for the world. He was like, you need to talk the world off the brink and you need to accept this challenge because he was like, I'm tired. And he was like, that just means you speaking your truth, nothing special, but like get out here, speak your truth, be courageous. You're not wrong and keep doing it. He's like, cause I need your help.
Wow.
Yeah, like if I could help you, I can. Like he was just like, that was his message of the night.
Wow.
And so really, like, woo, it was a nice.
How do I get on that email list?
Okay. I was like, this is amazing. New York was amazing. Seeing all y'all, I feel like I have a whole army behind me now. I got to be all open and fun. Like Denver don't get to see that side of Chanel. I have to be a lion out here, but I got to be a little baby lamb with y'all.
Yes. That's good to know. That's good to know. Okay. We're just gonna do better and get better. Dara, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
This
is why I stay on mute and with my video off because
you're not on mute. It's okay. I love it though.
I know. Because I forget that because I was participating. Look, I'm gonna go because
we don't want you to go.
No. I know, but I have to go anyway because I have a show. Well, I have to check in for a Zoom show at 8:45. I'll stay on for a few more minutes, but I'll go on mute.
We want to hear Tammy. Tammy's the next person up. Unapologetically me, Tammy T. Love. I gotta unmute her too. I'll ask to unmute. Ask to unmute. Okay, there we go. Ask. Okay, there we go.
All
I
right. What's
asked,
up? What's up, everybody?
what's up?
Hey, Tammy.
I have no voice. I don't know if you could tell. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Tammy.
Yes, we can hear you.
All right, because my voice is gone. That's how much fun I had. I had a lot of, it was just way too much for me. I was so glad to be around Black women and Black women comedians in general, talented ones at that. Because I'm always around dudes talking about jacking off during the quarantine and their dick and how they, all the nasty stuff they do with their penis, and white people. So it was very refreshing to be around so many talented Black women that was willing to help, show you around, show you love and everything. I met so many people. My family came, they really showed out. They was totally surprised. They was like, we didn't know that you was like doing comedy like that. We thought you were funny, but we didn't know you were doing stuff like that. They was, it was overwhelming for them. They came back every night, and that was really cool. I wanted to apologize to Kelsey, what's her name? Khalees? Yeah, because me and Khalees was taking a picture, and my cousins, they old Brooklyn. Okay, they old Brooklyn. They not the new, polite, you know, gentrified Brooklyn. So we were taking a picture, and my cousin was like, it's family time. And kind of like bogarted and pushed her out the way. And so if you talk to her, please apologize, because
no. You're gonna reach out to her yourself. How about that?
I will.
Family now, right? You got her, and you know what you got.
But I don't. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't know if she was offended, but I was offended.
I didn't notice any. She didn't show me any.
She just, you know, took the picture with me. She was very nice, and she ducked off. But I was offended for my family, for her.
They old school Brooklyn.
Yeah,
disrespectful. Where they from? What block?
Bed-Stuy.
No, the
Flatbush. Flatbush, Fort Greene, all of that.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yep. A little bit around where we were, but like old Brooklyn.
Okay, all right. Well,
but they have fun. I have fun with you guys, and man,
I'm going to tell you this. Khalees spoke highly of you.
Yes, we did speak. She's very nice.
Yeah, she likes your style.
I remember my name, and that's what I was trying to get across to my family. She's trying to remember my name. You motherfuckers can't do nothing for my career. You've been knowing me all my life. Let this woman remember my name and move out my way. I was like, please move. Okay. But
they don't know no better. So now you know, right on this level, at this level, you know what to do. You need a bodyguard from your family.
Yes. I gotta give me a stiff arm guy.
That was great that they came out to see you. You know,
and being a Black lesbian in this game,
what?
I'm coming in this game myself. I'm not transforming like Ellen and everybody else. They wait until they make it big, and now, I just want to let everybody know I'm a lesbian. No, I'm coming in this game as is. I'm 50 years old. The second part of my life is for me. The first part of my life was for everybody else, society, my parents. My parents are dead, so they can't say shit about what I'm doing. You know, my grandma, she almost out of here. You know, watch out, grandma. Nana said, if you know what I'm saying, mind your business, you live longer. That's what she said. So mind your business, Nana. We need you here, baby. We need you here. So I'm just coming in this game my natural self. Chanel, I applaud you for, you know, with your wife and coming in your natural self, because we need a lot more Black women who love women to come in organically themselves instead of changing into this idea of what America thinks a Black lesbian looks like. I went too far.
No.
I went too far too fast.
No, it's just that everybody started saying, "Oh yeah, I started after my mom passed too." So we all have commonalities as humans, but when we get on stage, we speak different. We speak different stories and experiences. Like I was sent to live with my dad at 8 years old, and although he was my dad, he wasn't my mom.
Right.
But when you grow up without your mom, there's a different aspect of yourself that is stunted.
Well, my mom dropped me off in Danville, Virginia in my 9th grade. She said we was on a swing, and she said, "Your aunt keeps foster kids." I said, "That's cool." She said, "You're gonna be staying here now." Am I a foster kid? What's going on here? What just happened?
Wow.
So my 9th grade year, I lived in Danville, Virginia with my great grandmother and my aunt and uncle, who were all Baptists, and they were trying to make me a great, they were trying to pray the gay out of me.
Oh, wow.
Without saying they were trying to pray the gay out of me. But
you knew that. You
knew
that.
They were trying to make me into a princess, but they got as far as a prince. I don't know how we're gonna work with that, because
oh wow,
I've never been on a dick diet. So
so you're a gold star then.
No, well, I said I never been on a dick diet.
Oh, okay. All right. My bad. This is live. This live. You ain't got to say nothing.
I had a spoonful, and it was just like, this is not, this is not the soup I want to eat for the rest of my life.
Of course,
it's difficult when it does nothing sometimes to make itself appetizing.
There you go. There you go.
Leighann with the word.
I say yes.
I'll stick with my fruits and vegetables. So it was a blessing to be around each and every last one of you women. I had so much fun. I love going into my birthplace, and I'm gonna say for myself that I fucking murdered that stage on purpose. On purpose, because it was Brooklyn. And the material I did that night, I chose on purpose because I knew it was going to be Black Brooklyn, and I knew my family was going to be in the audience, and I wanted them to know that all the judgment that you have put on me through my entire life, here's what I think about you.
Wow. And they loved it.
They loved it. And then once we got over that, the rest of the festival, I could just have fun and talk about vagina and white people.
Oh, okay.
And it made for an amazing trip. I have no voice. I am looking forward to coming back and working with every last one of you women in some capacity. And I can't say anything else better about this festival. It was amazing.
All right. Yes.
And smoke some weed whenever you guys come out.
I know. Yeah. Well, it's it's legal there, right? You got a card?
I have a ID card. When I got home Monday morning, I went on my little computer and I ordered me some more weed because I was too nice in New York, and I gave too many people too many pre-rolls, and I was left with a half of one on my last day. And I appreciate that, people.
Man, you were like, where was Tammy at when I was over here itching for the weed? Where was you at, Tammy? Giving away free.
I was looking for attention, and no one gave me the attention I was looking for. So I just went ahead and sat with my best friend, and we had a good old time together.
Tammy, where's there? Where's home?
I'm in Oakland.
Oh, okay. I'm coming out to LA next month.
Okay, there you go.
That's 600 miles away.
I know, but I'm still in the same time zone. So I just let people know, because I don't know what people's plans are.
Yeah,
okay.
You're kind of in the same time zone, depending, because Oakland time and LA time is 2 different times.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, Oakland, we start at like 6, and we'll probably end at like 2 o'clock in the morning. LA, they just start. like somebody will text you and be like, yo, it's a mic over here. Or you'll go somewhere and the show is like $5, but that start at 9, but it really don't start at 9. So you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what
Yeah.
you're getting.
Oh, wait,
So,
you're going to tape your Showtime thing, Leighann. That's where you're going next month?
Yeah. It's actually in Irvine, which, is LA adjacent. So if I want to go anywhere, I need a helicopter.
Yeah.
Wow.
If I want to, but no, I'm going to tape that next month.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The festival really actually gave me a chance to work out those minutes.
Nice.
Just to get that home. What's working? What do I tweak? What do I move? So thank you.
Who else is on the lineup?
Carol Montgomery, of course. Girl, I don't remember. I was just happy it was me. Oh, wait. The British girl that everybody knows. I'm blanking on everybody's name because I'm tired.
Gina? Is it Gina?
No. Damn it. Let me look at this damn flyer.
I don't know. The British girl I know is Hannah Gadsby.
As soon as I say her name, y'all gonna know who I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So Terry Hatcher is on the show. Wendy Liebman, who I love. Yes. There's always one actress on the show.
Okay.
What's his name?
Terry Hatcher
from
the Real House. The Housewives, the Desperate Housewives.
There we go. Yeah. Wendy Liebman, who's an amazing comic. Monique Marvez.
I know her.
We haven't met personally yet. And Gina Yashere is who I was trying to think of.
Oh, yeah.
I just said that. Yeah, I just said that. It was Gina.
Yeah, Gina, who I've known for years. We worked together many, many, many years ago when I went to London. They did a show that was kind of like their version of Politically Incorrect, but it was called something else, very British. So yeah, this is gonna be so amazing.
Oh, I'm happy for you. Just to know that the Holland guy, Amsterdam, definitely wants to bring Black women in comedy, Laugh Fest out there. He called my friend. He was like, hey, how are we going to get this out there? So once
they love Black folks out there.
Once that, whatever the restrictions are, opens up, we're going to start planning. So I got to get my passport is what I'm saying. I have it. But, with COVID and when your shit expired during COVID, I was scared to send my shit to them. I was scared to send all my ID with them because I wasn't sure if I was going to get it back. So now that stuff is opened up, I'm okay with sending them because all I got legally is my transit ID. So I need to have some ID. Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm available. So, what we got, I don't know how long my pass is up to date.
Bye, Dara.
Bye. Have fun tonight. Have fun.
Bye, sweetie.
Tesha's on the phone on her iPhone. I don't know if she can get a view. America is shady. It sure is. It is. I was nervous. I was really nervous about my passport. Wakanda. Hi, Tesha.
I'm not playing with these people. The sister needs to make a quick getaway.
Exactly. You're right. I was just nervous to walk around with nothing because at that time we weren't sure if we were going to get vaccinated. I was like, even if it's expired, y'all going to see that this shit is me. This is me right here. So now I'm going to send everything so I can get it back. Because I want to go to Holland. I want to go to Amsterdam. What we created, is amazing. So Tesha, this was, she came in on the end, but what did you think of the festival or the part that you participated in? Oh, I got to unmute her too. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, there you go.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
It was one of those things. My voice is going too, like from laughing that night because I had a show that night. I was telling people I had a show, and then I got to the show, and it was like an apartment building. I don't know Brooklyn, and I like took a picture. Like, is this where you are? Like, I'm afraid.
Wow.
So ended up, I was like, I can still catch the stand, and then I ended up making it, and I like got there like at 9:01, and I was so happy. Oh my gosh, I am kind of relating to some of the other women. I had a fangirl moment. I was like sitting there and I didn't know who was going to be on the show. I was trying to remember it. I was like, okay, I think I know who's going to be on the show. So then I was like, well, I'm not going to look at it. I want to be surprised. I want to be surprised. So I'm sitting there and then they was like, Yamanika. I was like, I'm like, I follow her on Instagram. I love her. And I'm like sitting there like, during the headlights. And then even as I'm doing, talking about self-care and everything, it was so funny because in my mind, I'm not thinking like these are the comics that I'm talking to, because I had to like kind of separate myself from that. So I'm like asking people their names, knowing I know their names. I'm like, you man. Outside, I'm like, that's Leighann. That's Leighann. So I'm just like, yes, ma'am. Because I'm like, I gotta keep my shit together.
Right.
But I really felt like it was just like the love, like just the love and like, the outpouring of everybody just coming together and knowing that this is for Black women. This is for us. Like I really resonated with a lot of the women that said sometimes they go to clubs and they're the only Black woman, like when I first started just doing open mics, that was like my cause. I would go in there and I'm just like all these men, just Caucasian men. And I'm just sitting there like, awesome. Okay. I'm like, this is great. But I didn't let that deter me. But I do get, people saying where you feel like, is this it? Like, where's, my people, what's going on? So I just felt just the love, like the crowns and, everyone was singing, she's your queen to be, like moments like that are just priceless,
Did anybody notice the crowns were being done? Did anybody? Because we were trying to keep it a secret. You got to unmute yourself.
I didn't notice.
Okay, good. Because the volunteer was by the window doing them.
Oh.
And so when I put them in the bag, I put a festival t-shirt over the bag so y'all couldn't see them either, because I was like, I want this to be such a surprise because we all have that little girl in us, and just to be surprised feels amazing. And Hollie and I were just
I just wanted to know who I gotta get my address to so I could get my crown mailed to me.
Oh, okay. You just email it to me, because there's a couple of people that had left early, and I was like, "Are you leaving?" I was like, and I was not even. They left on Saturday, so they couldn't even be a part of it because So that is something that I think is going to shift for next year to make sure we have this on a Saturday, this ceremony. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, how are we gonna top this? I think we're gonna give crowns every damn time, okay? But you're not gonna know who's gonna give them to you now. Now I gotta spice it up a little bit, because the element of surprise I love that. To me, it was like when you get engaged, you don't know when you're getting engaged. You get that feeling of surprise, or somebody surprise you with a birthday party, and you don't know what's coming. Those moments when somebody could really get you is what I live for. Yeah, I think I got once or twice.
So wait, we're getting engaged next year? What?
Well, we already
it's gonna be my year.
Yes. What was that, Tammy? Who said that?
No, I said we already had the stripper come in.
I know, he scared the shit out of me. Oh,
I
was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that was
what? Where was that? I didn't see nothing about that.
The police officer. Oh, it wasn't
what
streamed
did
live.
I miss? Damn it.
And you know what? For a minute, because usually he has a big ass afro on, because he goes by Black Man and he also goes by Comedy Cop. So he's a character comedian. And I didn't know he was coming at all. So when he bust in, I was like, did somebody order a stripper for real? Like, I had no idea it was him until I saw
going,
the
nice touch, Joe. Sunday stripper.
Yeah, that would have been right. I know. That's
what I say.
That is true. New Yorican Poets Cafe is a New York staple. Leighann is aware of how long they've been in the business. Comedy Cop, COP. She thought I said.
No. That would be a good stripper name, though.
Poppycock, right? That's hilarious. I don't know how long we have with them, but we've been on here almost 2 hours. I know we can't, we can't. It's hard, but we are working on the lawyer thing with Mooney. She has some friends, so Enoje is doing the Google form, so we could figure out what day would work best for us to sit down and have a Zoom chat, so we can learn about the LLC part, the trademark, and all the entertainment, what's that called, intellectual property stuff, so that we're well informed as we're moving forward. Even for the festival, when these entities are coming at me, wanting me to, hey, I could do this, I could do that. Like, I need contract. I need to see what's in the contract. I need to know what you're asking of me, because I'm not trying to, what I worked hard for to be usurped in any kind of way, because it can happen. It can easily be sucked up and de-blacked. I don't know if that's the word, de-blacked. Not, the authenticity and the organic feel of the festival is what I want to always retain, no matter what. So you heard it from my mouth. So I definitely want us to maintain this right here, moving forward, and to keep in touch with everybody. Reach out, just if you need a question, or in the group though is better. In the group is better because that's more concentrated. I don't know if everybody's in the group, because I see 58, and trust me, there are people that have nothing to do with the festival trying to get in that group, and I'm not letting them in, because I can't afford to spam. I can't afford for us to get spammed with diet stuff and the eyeglasses and all kinds of shit. So that's why, even if they're comedians, they're fellow comedians, I just, they weren't a part of the festival. So I tend to, if you're part of the festival, you stay in the group, and we just build from that so that we'll have a network. We're also working on a database. Arisha is making a database, so there's information. So I don't know if a lot of you got the call earlier this year when I mentioned, I sent y'all a audition for Mastery of Comedy. There's a new show, I think it happened already, but they were looking for comedians to master. It's similar to The Voice, right? The Voice has a coach. So each comedian has a coach, and they compete each week. So that's what's called the Mastery of Comedy. So I put that out in the email list. But if I have the database, I can go straight there instead of remembering how many people. So Arisha is working on that. So Enoje, I'm like, who is that? That was a dog? That was a dog, Enoje?
A dog, husband, whatever. Sorry, just put his foot over here for some reason.
I thought it was a dog nose. He needs some attention, so I don't want to interfere with that part of your relationship. If he's putting his foot in the screen, that means it's time to go. So we're gonna respect hubby. All right. He's like, hey, you've been on there a little too long. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to the New Yorican Poets Cafe. I need you guys to follow them. They have great programming. They're always doing something for the arts. I don't know if Daniel's there or it's Chris. But yes, follow them, newyorican.org, and just support and just share their site. Yes, that's it. So thank you guys so much. Any tips or whatever, just inbox me for next year. I'm always listening. Okay, guys? Because this is about us. Bye. Good night.
Bye, you guys. Good night.
Good night, everyone.